A quick overview of when the release 1.15 of Strato is. This release is a very small release, so there are just a few items. So just to remind everyone, this release is planned to be installed on all UAT servers, including our demo system, on February 21, and will go on production on March 14, 2021. So there are two small enhancements in this release. So the first one is really the integration of our workflow engine with DocuSign. So in the past, Strato was able to, Strato Workflow was able to connect to Adobe Sign. Now we enabled the DocuSign integration also. On purpose, we did not add the DHS integration. So if the customers in Belgium are willing to use DHS, they will have to pay for this. What we've done also is really the integration of the workflow engine with the current version of Strato Storage. So just as a small reminder, Strato Storage was delivered, I think, end of 2019 as a kind of minimum viable product / prototype. So it's a tool that allows to store documents into Strato. And it was possible to store documents generated by Strato documents. So in Strato documents, you could generate a document and save it in your storage. So an HR admin would generate a compensation statement, for example, or mass generate compensation statement and save them into Strato storage. So this old version is still working and is the basis for the version that will be delivered in the release 1.16. So there won't be a lot of changes in the end user view. Okay, so what we've done also is we integrated the workflow engine with the storage in SuccessFactors, and most specifically under Employee Central in a custom MDF object. So basically, what was working in Strato documents in the past, saving to an MDF object, has been put into the workflow engine as well. So we also worked on a few stabilization tasks of the workflow engine, a few minor improvements, but all of these will be part of the final release note. So just 2 points. Number one, the commercials of Strato Workflow will be discussed as part of the Strato Go-to-Market project. So, and the same goes with Strato Signature, and I would say with Strato Storage also. So all of these will be discussed in a different video. Now, what is important to note is that the version that we've built now, 1.15, can be used for demo. So we can demo how Strato is an end-to-end solution. So we can generate document, digitally sign a document, and then store it. I would say Strato Storage is not available for commercial usage yet, but it's actually good to demo. Okay, so very quickly, summary, we enhanced the requirement of a signature step, and then we created a new step type to store a document. So on storage, really, there are 2 ways to store with Strato Workflow. The first one is storing directly in SuccessFactors. So in the initial release of Strato Workflow, it was already possible to store document in recruiting. So if the workflow was about recruitment, Strato could store, for example, the letter of offer in the letter of offer object. So note that this is a limitation. Our tool can only store in SuccessFactors recruiting in the letter of offer object. So nowhere else. What is new in this release is that we can also store an employee document in a custom MDF object. So you can store, you can create an MDF object, so it's a custom object, and store the document there. Well, Strato Storage opens more functionality. So the number one is that you can store a document under the hiring manager or the recruiter. Or anyone actually. So you can really store even under a single user if you wanted all the letter of offer to be stored in one place. Same with Employee Central. So we can store under an employee, but you can store also under a different employee. So for example, you may want to store a PIP, so a process improvement plan, not under the employee himself, but under the HR admin or the hiring manager. Okay, so and then the same with talents. In Strato, you have the talent card. Since a talent is an end user, well, a SuccessFactors user, we can also store a document under that user. The limitation of 115 is that Strato storage in Strato workflow will work only in one region. So for GDPR compliance, this will come in the release 116. But if you have a customer, for example, that is only in the US or only in Australia, well, that is not an issue. But if you have a customer who is across multiple continents, you will have to wait under the 116 release to have the possibility to put rules on where the document will be stored. So again, it's actually quite good to be able to demo Strato end-to-end with storage now. Is it available for commercial? It is. Well, it's a question you should ask your CEOs. Okay. Just in a nutshell, the way it works, it's a new step called store document. You put the destination as Strato storage, and in this view, you see that I generated the compensation statement for an employee, and it has been stored in his files. Okay. It's a very simple scenarios. Last but not least, the integration with DocuSign. So I don't have a lot to show. Just that in the past you could select Adobe Sign. Now you can select DocuSign and use DocuSign to sign a document digitally. Although I would suggest that we slowly start to sell Strato storage. Strato signature. And there will be another video just for Strato signature in a couple of days or weeks. Okay, so this is all about the release 115. So thank you.